There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's
now we cooking with something.
That's more like it.
Oh. Nigga, I feel like Fresh Prince, when nigga standing in the living room.
Oh yeah. Everybody gone?
Nigga, it look empty as hell in here.
Everybody gone.
Shit.
Damn.
It's all good.
I was thinking about that. Like that had to been an ugly feeling.
Talking about Fresh Prince?
Yeah, because if you think about that episode, like everybody was kind of like, "Oh, I'm about to go do this."
Yeah.
Like, Carlton was going to college. I think Hillary is like doing some news shit or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what Ashley was doing, but I'm sure she was.
I think she was just going to school.
Yeah. And it was just like everybody was like, "Yo,
everybody had moves." Yep.
And nigga Will was like, "Shit, I ain't really had no plans."
Feeling
like,
vived and closed on the new crib.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And they like, yeah, we gonna link up for family time. And he was just like, damn. Jeffrey had left.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey did bounce.
Jeffrey bounced, got his walking papers, went back overseas. Nigga said, I'm out of here, nigga. Yeah.
Man, if there was ever and I'm gonna go back to that too. If there was ever a spinoff I would want to see, I would want to see Jeffrey's. I would want to see his spinoff.
Did you watch the Peacock one?
I did. So I didn't watch it from start to finish. So I watched season 1 and a little bit of season 2, and then I stopped.
Same. I need to go back and finish it.
So
because Simone, she watched it, she said it was good. But like, do you like that version of Jeffrey? Like that kind of like almost like
mobster?
Gangster? Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. So I think for me it was different because of how we knew Jeffrey growing up. Yes. And it was like opposites. It was almost like on some evil twin brother type shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or younger brother, because they had him looking suave.
Yeah. Like I like both. Like I like because the original Jeffrey was like funny. Like he was getting he was
more witty.
Yeah, he was definitely getting his shit off, his jokes off and stuff like that, sarcastically. But then I also do like the other Jeffrey, like if I needed some stuff done without saying I need some stuff done,
I can give you a look. Yeah. And 6 hours later it's done.
And he was gonna handle that. Like I like both of those. I like that twist.
Yeah.
I liked it that was cool.
Yeah, but it was becoming a lot because, when they do these reboots, obviously they start off as close as they can to the original show. Right. But they gotta make it different. Yeah. To create a different allure. Yeah. And or a different buy-in, to keep people interested, and
not recreate the stories exactly,
right? Yeah, you know what I mean. And the way they were going, and really this feeds into what we got to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, because if looking at how Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, their marriage was going through some shit, and they were like, hey, are we open? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, are we? What are we doing? You know what I mean? How do we bring the spice back? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then like you said, Jeffrey, he had his whole little storyline. Shit, Carlton was. He's another one. Yeah. He's another one where
that was realistic.
I was good with that. Because I feel like they were able to get more raw and authentic with the rivalry or the competition between the two.
And I liked it, the aspect of him like taking, what was it, Adderall? Mm-hmm. Because we knew Carlton as like a overachiever, perfect, and all Mr. of that. Perfect, yeah. And you always hear the stories about college kids who take Adderall like to stay up or the like hyper focus or whatever. Yeah. So like I liked how that kind of tied in. Like it wasn't so far off,
and it showed the dark side, the aggression. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like obviously jealousy, right? But on syndicated TV, you got to put a stop to it somewhere. And because it was a comedy-based show, you had to keep it there. But like I like how, so it was a couple of one-offs where I was like, okay, I like where this is going. Yeah. You know what I mean? Tell me more. But if I had to go with a character I would kind of like how Power, right? How they just did the spinoff.
Straight spinoff, yeah.
I would want to see Jeffrey. Yeah.
In the States or back home?
I wouldn't be mad at it back home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't be mad at it back home.
Origin
kind of like
story,
on some
Jeffery.
Top Boy, you know what I mean? That type of scene.
Yeah.
That scenery. Yeah, I want, because like my thing is like, what made you come from?
I was about to say, let's be creative.
Yeah.
Let's be creative.
Oh.
Let's create that backstory.
So I would want to know. I would probably want to start let's say he went to college.
Okay.
I would want to start like, he's graduating college and he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do.
Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Like, so you think Jeffrey?
I think he was trying to be like
college.
I think he was trying to be like a chef. I think his dream was trying to be a chef.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like, because you got to think, being a butler,
Yeah.
you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's more maid. It's a mix of maid work, cooking, cleaning. Like it's a plethora of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his true passion, if I'm creating it,
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to be a chef.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's stick with me, but because typically people like Americans would go to Europe
Yeah.
or go abroad
Yeah.
to go study.
So he was coming to America.
Let's say, and I would say, let's say he did that,
Yeah.
and now he's like, okay, or the reverse effect, I want to come to America to learn, American cuisine,
Okay.
And how, immigrants or how people come from other countries to America to kind of work, to make money, to ultimately get to their goal. I feel like that's what Jeffrey was doing.
Okay.
On some Craigslist, Yellow Pages. Let me
Yeah.
see, what was the 90s? Yellow Pages? White Pages?
White, yeah. White, yellow, yeah.
On some, all right,
Thick books, too.
let me go to the richest part of Cali,
Okay.
and shit. Let me see if I can strike up something.
Okay.
What you got?
Okay. So I'm going. Okay.
Or feel free to add too, if you know what I mean, whatever you want to do.
So I'm going. So okay. I'm gonna say let's start. All right. So he grew up decent household. Let's say middle class.
Oh, so you going back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like it.
Let's say middle class. You know what I'm saying? Like his parents was trying to keep him away from the streets, but he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Okay.
Smart guy in school, could pass, had the knowledge to be, straight A's, whatever, or maybe was straight A's, but also had that like a hustle in him that was like, I need more than what my parents got.
Right.
Like, I want more.
Right.
Wrong crowd, and this kind of cliche. Wrong crowd.
Was he a fighter?
And that's what I'm about to get into.
Okay.
So wrong crowd was on a path to go to college for whatever he wanted to do. Wrong crowd got in some trouble, ended up getting expelled or something, and couldn't go to the college that he wanted. Parents kind of disowned him to an extent.
I like it.
So now he out
like
in the
it.
street and he hustling. A businessman, caught on to him like, yo, I see you out here moving and you know what I'm saying? Come work for me. Do this and this.
I got something for you.
This is how he moving around, and he learning how to move and navigate in the streets, making connections, all of this type of stuff. And then he, you know
On
what I
some
mean?
protege?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he didn't get to a point to where it's a crossroads. It's like, all right, am I going full-fledged dark, or do I make a pivot? And that pivot is I come to United States. And Uncle Phil was like a businessman. So somehow, some way.
So do you think the main guy that found Jeffrey knew Uncle Phil?
In some way.
In
some way.
I like that. I like that.
He come to America and he like, yo, you used to work with such and such. I used to do work for him. I could do the same for you.
Yeah.
All these little, I can handle this and that for you. I know you running for office or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
You needing like little things done, handled that you can't handle. I can handle those.
And I can even see him, Uncle Phil looking out for one of his partners.
Yeah.
Like got him out of some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, on some favor for a favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, I got a guy who's trying to do XYZ. He's willing to do some pro bono work.
Yeah.
If you fuck with him, put him on salary, I'm not mad at that.
So now you in the States, you moving and shaking around.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
You doing the unspoken things for this businessman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that can go so many different ways. Like
That's
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
season 1 right there though.
Yeah. Like, you can from childhood
So
up to him coming to America.
Okay. So you think we should start as like
at least
early,
adolescence.
so
I'm talking,
teenage,
teenage,
like
you know what I
like
mean?
14, 15.
Yeah, that's because
Okay.
that's when you kind of start like, I'm in the streets, but I'm still in school, but I'm interested in seeing because I see these people out here hustling, getting money, and that's what's pulling him away from like being in school and just focusing on school, because he got the wits, he got the smarts to be a straight A kid,
Yeah.
but it's something that's enticing him about like the money, because like I said, it'll be built on like, okay, pops work a blue collar, I'm going to work, I come home, I eat dinner, I go to sleep type stuff, like one of those type of pops,
rinse
like,
and repeat.
and I'm pressing school on you because I don't want you to live that hard life that I'm living, where all I'm doing is just like working and providing for the family. Mom's is kind of housekeeping, and you know what I mean, and like they just got a basic life, like they not struggling, but they not above means. They just right in the middle,
making it work.
And Jeffrey like, yo, I don't want that, I want more.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
hey, what network? Who's gonna give you the best story?
See, me personally,
or who can take your pitch and bring it to life? Which network you think can do the best?
I like Netflix. I like Max, because I want it to be raw to an extent. Like I want niggas to be able to get off.
Damn,
like, you know what I mean?
I thought you was gonna say like Apple TV.
I'm not mad at Apple TV.
I've actually
either.
heard you reference Hulu a couple times too.
See, Hulu has gotten a little bit more raw than they've been in the past.
Yeah,
but I still think you
still giving it to Max.
Max is raw, like they going all the way. You know what I mean?
Hey, Max did the Penguin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Max is raw. Like if I want to show somebody getting killed, like for real, like shot, you know what I mean? Like when we get into that street part, like if he dealing with drugs and stuff, like I don't want it to be notional stuff or like real, like PG-ish.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be gritty. I want it to be, you know what I mean?
You want actors to be able to act.
Yeah, I want it to be real. Like I want it to be as real as possible.
So killing, sex, all the shit.
Drugs, you know what I'm saying? Money, corruption, you know what I mean? Because like when he working for these businessmen, the businessmen tied in with the politicians, and that's kind of how he get connected with Uncle Phil, because
he's already plugged in,
and he, running for office or whatever the case is. Like, so yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Netflix, Max, or I'm not mad at Apple TV too, because I think they.
If it was me, I'm probably going to Apple TV.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Apple TV.
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy. Yeah. Hey, we really just created a whole show, bro. Hey, but for real though, like,
yeah, because I think, like you said,
I wouldn't be mad at a Carlton one either though. I would definitely want to see Carlton after niggas grew up. Yeah, I would definitely want to see Carlton after, like, they all grown up. Like, what did he end up doing?
Yeah.
Did he live up? Did he
so much in school?
Did he live up to his pops? Did he make his pops proud?
Okay.
So the only thing with Carlton though, I don't think you can make a long tenured show.
Yeah.
You could probably squeeze two.
Unless the way you would have to do it is, he would have to go dark or crooked at some point. Like he would have to be like a big fall, or like he's a legit businessman on, like, let's say he graduated college. By day he's a legit businessman.
By night
by night he got to have some crazy vice or like other part of him that's just like, oh shit, this is the super dark side of that success.
Or kind of like Buddy from Billions. You remember the
See, I only seen a couple episodes.
Okay. Yeah. So they had this it was one of the financial advisors, kind of big husky dude. I'm gonna have to look it up. If I say the name, you'll probably remember it. But yeah, it was one of the financial advisors. And he was, he presented this front. Mm-hmm. Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Giamatti. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
He was, by day, he was his financial advisor, right?
Yeah.
But then by night, he was a powerful dude.
Yeah.
And then by night, he was into some BDSM,
Yeah,
dominatrix.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I do remember that.
Hey, put a diaper on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to keep the Carlton story going, like, I think you would have to have some type of twist,
because there's a lot of pressure already.
Yeah.
With both the sitcom and what Peacock illustrated. Like, there was a lot of pressure he put on himself.
Yeah.
Or pressure that was put on from his parents too.
I can see some shit like he's like we said, he's a successful businessman, whatever. Got the whole front. I'm talking about family, kids, and all that. But on the side, he on the DL. But he doing it to the point that like even if the dudes that he messing with is kind of liking him, and then he'll kind of be like, yo, I ain't
once it get too far.
Yeah,
all right, next
I ain't
victim.
like that. Like, it's just this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he in denial.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then it comes to a head to where either, he like somebody blackmailing him or something. And now, man, you can even do some shit where you bring Jeffery back in.
Yeah.
And he make a call, but you don't see who the call is going to, and you don't hear who he talking to. And he like, yo, you told me to call you if I ever needed something. Now, because this dude is blackmailing me, and he about to, out me, and maybe I got a big deal pending or something like that. And you like, yo, I need this handled.
Okay.
And then when he say I need this handled, it switches over to Jeffery on the phone and just be like, I got you. And then hang up.
So you're trying to have some type of a crossover too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's different.
And then hang up.
That's different.
Now you bring in Jeffery.
That's different.
And he basically handled this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, wherever that looks like.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Hey.
Shit, since we on fucking shows and shit, and we're a little bit behind, but I still want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Did you see Sinners?
Yeah. Yep. I want to see it again. I only seen it once, but I had a conversation.
Did you see the IMAX? Did you just see the regular? Do you remember by chance?
I don't remember. I don't think it was IMAX, because I feel like
I didn't see that. I saw the regular. Yeah,
I think I seen it regular.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what the dimensions were though, because Ryan Coogler did that breakdown of how the different variations of the movie was shot.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's your knee-jerk reaction? And did you hear anything about the movie before you saw the movie? And did that weigh into, your thoughts after you saw it?
I don't think I didn't hear anything specific about the movie. I heard a bunch of general stuff like, yo, pay attention. They're
certain
tapping
parts
into, a lot of different messages.
Yeah.
But me, personally, I intentionally went in and I had told some, I was like, look, I just want to go in and watch the movie, because when I first went to see it, I told myself, I was like, this first watch, I don't want to look for a message. Like, if it don't
jump out at you.
Yeah, if it don't jump out at me, I missed it. That's cool. I catch it on the second one. I went in with the intention to just I just want to enjoy it, because I think you can fuck up a movie by doing that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to that shortly after you go, but yeah.
So I went in and I just watched the movie. Like, I didn't care about no symbolism. I wasn't trying to put two and two together. I just watched the movie, and it was an entertaining movie from the beginning to the end. I thought the acting was good. And this is like, bro, I thought the storyline was good. I liked everything. Like, it was an enjoyable movie, to the point that, like, when we left, I was like, damn, that was a good movie. And then the next day, I was like, you know what? I want to see that again. Like, yeah, like it was one.
But now you're in the mode of like, okay,
yeah,
I want to watch it from a lens of I want to understand or see like stuff that I see again. I want to, like, what was that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
And now I can say, or you know what I mean, and, or question certain things or look at certain things in a different angle.
So for me, I'm on the other side of it. So this is the good and bad thing about TikTok.
Oh yeah,
TikTok is fire.
Yeah,
one of my favorite apps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and there's no hate, but so I remember when you saw it, you was like, man, yo, just watch Sinners, man, good ass movie. Go see it if you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I probably watched it maybe a week from when you sent that.
Mm-hmm.
But in between that, bro, I'm on TikTok and not on purpose either.
Yeah.
But like, cause you know, they was just like, oh, that one scene from Sinners.
Yeah.
And then you hit the heart button one time and then now your algorithm is all Sinners. And then now I'm getting, and like, so the ones that were doing like reviews, I would skip past those.
Yeah.
But like, you know, obviously the significant part with Haley Steinfeld where she was just like, yo, you was eating my cat and you know, fucking me good and you know what I mean? What happened now?
Yeah.
You know, so I kept seeing that. And then there was like a couple other clips that was resurfacing too. And I was just like, damn. But it surprisingly didn't ruin me wanting to see the movie.
Yeah.
So, and I remember we ended up seeing it. And I ain't gonna lie, I watched it on bootleg. You know what I mean? I watched it on bootleg. Hey, but hey, the turnaround time for a clear cut don't take as long no more.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the difference if all my lights is off?
Yeah.
And I'm watching it on the.
You gotta support the black. Are you gonna go see it in the movies?
I do want to go see it in the movies. I do want to go see it in the movies because it was some things that like detail.
Yeah.
It wasn't as detailed as what it would have been in the movies. And then obviously the surround sound.
I was about to say the surround sound. Yeah.
And like there was a couple different like, you know, music selections and stuff like that I would want to get the in-house experience.
Yeah.
But again, so for starters, Michael B. Jordan, probably one of his best, you know, movies to date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has a body of work. I know people are saying Fruitvale Station is his best body of work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, niggas was kicking his back in about Creeds and shit. Hey, and we ain't got a deep dive, but I don't think Creed deserved the slander, bro.
I don't think so.
You don't make 4. Was it 4? 5?
Was
No,
it
4.
3? Was it?
No, I think it's so. 1 was Rocky, 2 was Rocky, 3 was maybe it's 3.
Yeah.
3, it is 3, sorry.
3, yeah.
But you don't make 3 Creeds and
they
call it trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey, to play 2 of you, and they were both very different. Like I wasn't even thinking about the CGI or I wasn't thinking about none of that when I was watching the movie. Like I was invested in each of the characters.
Yeah.
Now there was a couple times where I got them mixed up.
Oh yeah.
Where I was like, you know, especially like when he started, you know, because I didn't know him and the woman, I can't even think of her name, her real name, but the black girl.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't realize that they had a thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously I knew him and Haley Steinfeld, or the character she played. I knew they had something, but there was a point in the movie where I thought they switched for some reason. Like
that's that bootleg version.
Like Smoke.
They might have it in your version.
God, probably.
Yeah.
Nah. It was late too when I watched it, but nah, I felt like there was a point where they switched, but maybe they didn't. Actually, I know they didn't.
Yeah.
But man, like both the characters were just so believable.
Yeah.
What resonated with me though the most was obviously the boy who fled the church, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm thinking, you know, for me, what stuck out to me was I was thinking like prodigal son.
Prodigal son. Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he came back and still was like, nah.
Yeah.
Pops like put the guitar down. He like
can't do it.
And you know, one of the ideologies that I did see someone say, and I was like, you know what? I ain't mad. He was on some stuff like, you know, while he did sell his soul, you know, God still gave him that talent. And it's the talent that saved him. You know what I mean? Because even though he didn't, you know, when he tried to return to the church, he didn't, you know, the dad was like, drop the guitar. He was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that lost me is the same thing that saved me.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the 2 people that didn't die.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I saw that, I was like,
yeah.
Ooh. It's a blurred line, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, that is the conversation. Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, the racism part, you know, attached to it, you know, with, you know, interracial dating. I didn't like that. I wish they would have went a little bit deeper into the vampire. I wish they would have gave us a little bit more with that.
Yeah.
But
so yes, I do. I wish that they gave us. I do wish they did something with the Native Americans. Like what happened to them. You know what I mean? But I don't know if this was real or fake or somebody put this together. I think I sent a post like this is supposed to be like a Sinners universe.
So no, but they were saying that it should be.
Oh, that's okay.
They were saying that were saying that it should be and it could be.
Yeah.
And they had this whole like how they do Avengers. Like, they had the whole mapped out. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. And
like
in different time areas.
And I think
so it don't always have to be in the 30s.
The vampire, he
keeps going throughout the
he had his own movie in one of the timeline in the timeline.
And I think that's like that would answer a lot of questions. Tie in the Native Americans, like where is it all because you gotta now that we got this was kind of like the I guess what like this was like you got to do the prequel.
Yeah.
So we can see how it get to that point.
I'm trying to see if I could find it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That way you get that backstory, that foundation to be like, okay, this is where this is coming from.
So no movie titles, but they was just like, hey, here's a breakdown of what Sinners universe could look like. So the first one was like building upon the 1930s Mississippi setting.
Yep.
And I thought that because I remember, I think I sent y'all the clip in the chat.
The Asian, like the Asian community.
Yeah. And I was like, that's tough.
Yeah.
Still doing that modern day, low key. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, they figured it out. Salute.
Everywhere though.
They figured it out.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Well, you talk about like US or like nationwide?
Yeah, US.
Oh yeah, they figured it out, bro. Yeah. Then they said the next one would be the focusing on the twin brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like they.
And then it would be exploring the vampire, the vampire lore.
Yeah.
And then they said another one could be like focusing on Sammy.
Yeah. His journey.
Yep, his journey.
Yeah.
And then obviously they said expanding on other characters. So Mary's storyline. Or they said Mary's storyline as a vampire. The vampire hunters. So the Choctaw vampire hunters. Yep. Annie. I'm trying to remember. Was Annie the black person?
Might have been.
And then they said a broader thematic exploration. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But I did see the post. I know the post you're talking about. I did see the post where they were talking about like it was like 6 or 7 movies that they can go into. And then the ending would be like Sinners 2.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I ain't gonna lie. Did you get goosebumps after that movie though?
I did, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like in the movie theaters, it was like, damn, that was good. And then this the thing. So we in the movies, and the credits start rolling. Here goes Simone. She hopping up. Let's go we could beat everybody out. I was like, man, sit your ass down. Like because it's just something about it.
Do you always do that though, or you had a feeling that?
No, I do. And you know what it started with? The kids movies, Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter, like every Sonic that come out, we in theaters.
Yeah.
And every Sonic, you got to watch at least 2 minutes of credits, and then it's
they're gonna hit you with a snippet.
And it's gonna tell you who the next character is. So that's how we knew Knuckles was coming. That's how we knew Tails was coming. Like, and then I forgot what the metal one or the female version is. That's on the next one. Yeah. So I was like, yo, let's give it a few. You know what I mean? Let it breathe. And surely enough, like, and it was a lot. And I was like, look around. Only like 10% of the people
is getting up and leaving.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, let's just. because the way it ended, it was like, damn, I just need just something else. Like, just give me something else. And then sure enough, it cut to that scene, and I was like, damn.
Here you go.
And so it's like you said, the Sammy story, because it fast forwarded to Sammy to the end. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, what was that journey like?
Yep.
And then the two vampires, the brother
they were still alive.
And they was going through the years.
Yep.
And he told him, he was like, yo, we've been following you. The only reason we ain't mess with you because his brother, before his brother died, was like, yo, just let him live.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can smell, like, you know what I'm saying? You're about to die. Like, it ain't coming. You ain't gonna be around too much longer.
Man.
So you got
I'm getting goosebumps talk about it.
You got their journey that you can talk about, and you got his journey. Like, yeah, I think that's yeah. Did you see that on the? Nah, damn. Did it just cut off? Hey, you see the nigga was fixing the screen?
Nigga, let's go.
He got in the camera. He was like, "That's it." They told me to leave.
Hey, nah, I didn't get to see it, but I did see. TikTok. Okay, somebody ended up recording it and showing it. Because I heard it was like 10, 15 minutes long.
Yeah,
in total,
it was a decent clip.
I saw where he was sitting down playing in the church. You know, and then I didn't see the part where they were following him. I heard about it, but
they didn't show that.
Yeah,
but they said it. Like, I can't remember which brother it was, Smoke or Stack, whatever, the one that turned into a vampire. Yeah, that was with the white chick. They came into the bar after Sammy had just got done performing.
I thought it was dope how they looked out for each other throughout the movie too.
Yeah, like, and then that was the thing, because like when they showed up, everybody was like, "Hold on, didn't they all die?" And then it was like, "No, remember when they was like getting killed and all that stuff? They took off
and did their own little fight. Yeah, and did their own little thing.
They left.
Yep.
Everybody else died. That turned. Everybody else died.
Man, what'd you think about the scene? The big scene where like all the dancing and the different genres you know,
like, honestly, like when it did it, I was like, oh snap! Like,
it was busy.
Yeah,
it was busy.
It was a lot, but it caught my attention.
Did it make sense to you, or like were you just in awe?
I knew both.
Okay,
I knew exactly what they were doing. And you know what I mean? Like, I was like, damn. Oh, they took it there. Yeah, because this is a movie set in the 30s. Like, they went super forward into the future,
almost current time,
like to current time. Yeah. Like, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's hard. To me, I was like, damn, that's hard. Like, I know some people said it could have been done differently, or they didn't like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't like the sound. The sound could have been better. To me, I took it for what it was.
Or even like how the script was written. They were just like, oh, people weren't talking like that in the 30s. Like, they were just too intelligent, you know, with the way they were speaking during that time. And
yeah, you could probably pick at that, but
they were also like, yo, those, you got to realize, Smoke and Stack also left.
Yeah, they did.
Went to Chicago, was tied to, you know, the Irish, and I forgot who the mob. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You're going to learn something, you know, and you're not going to just learn just the business. You're going to pick up the dialect and, you know, whatever comes with that, you know, and bring it back.
Me personally, I'm just not that much of a critic. Like, I don't have to, like, if this is, to me, like, if I'm watching something, if nothing pops out to me that makes me be like, this could have been that, like, I'm not looking for nothing. Like, I'm not saying it was a perfect movie, because I think to be a perfect movie, like, it got to be like, but I still give it a 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's where I had it.
I still give it a 9 out of 10. Like,
yeah, I even had like a 9.2. Honestly,
yeah, like,
you know,
I enjoyed it.
And movies like that ain't even my bag, so that's how I know it was a good movie. Yeah. Like, I'm not with the satanic or the vampire or the gory, the horrific. Like, I don't like, and I mean, I didn't pay it in this case, but I don't like paying to be scared.
Hey, listen, speaking about paying, we thought we was slick going to a matinee. Matinees ain't even matinees no more.
Nah.
Unless, okay, so we did go the day it dropped. But I still thought it was going to be a discount on the ticket. The tickets were still $25 a head.
Nah, and I think movie theaters, what they're doing now, I think there's a day of the week. where it's half off. But for the most part, you might save $2 or $3.
25 ahead, like because when you get something, you ain't really listen for the price. You just tapping, boop, and then it's just like when I seen the notification on my phone, I said $50.
They messed around and hit you with the, hey, was this you?
Yeah, I was like $50. I was like, damn,
one for yes, two for no.
What the fuck we get,
bro?
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel bad because I was the one that telling you about the matinee.
And I was like, shit, I'm gonna take your advice. I was like, shit. And I remember when we got there, I hit you. I was like, yo, it ain't nothing but grown people in here.
Yeah,
like everybody.
So that part is true.
I do like that.
That part is true. You know what I mean? Because like it's just a different crowd.
It wasn't
nobody's on bullshit.
Bunch of movement.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. You get to your seat. Somebody sitting in, and you like,
especially a movie like that because it was about 3 hours once you factor in previews and everything.
Yeah. So
and end credits. So
that was cool. I did enjoy the matinee, and to come out the movies and still have the rest of the day.
Yeah,
it's like straight. That's some old ass shit though, right there.
Nah, man, just
time management.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, bro, because no matter what time of the day, I'm liable to fall asleep. That's not gonna change.
Hey,
whether we go at 12 or midnight.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I take a $20 nap every time we go see a kid movie.
Oh, it's over with.
Hey.
And you wake up at the climax like,
wake up. I'll be like,
ain't got the nerve to be invested.
Yeah, and try to watch it. Then I'll be like, you know what? I done missed enough of it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this nap.
I'm trying to tell you, but nah, that's dope. What else did I want to hit on the movie before we move on? Yeah. Nah, so okay. I remember. How do we feel about, as when the vampires pulled up, how do we feel about, the way he was taking everybody? Was that it felt a little bit rushed to me. It felt a little bit rushed to me. It felt a little tacky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, big dude, like you had to go that far in the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Asian nigga, you just gotta go start the car up right now.
Yeah. That one, see the peeing in the bushes, even if he didn't go that far.
Yeah.
Let's just say he went to the side of the building, he still could have got. Mm-hmm. So I'm not too much on the big dude. Like I think he was gonna get got anyways. He had a legit reason to leave his post and go wherever because they ain't have bathrooms on the inside I guess because it was like a barn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, what was the females using the bathroom? But anywho.
Bro, they had bathrooms in the spot.
Did they?
I don't think he knew that. And even if he did, he was watching the door.
Okay, so he was
just on some let me
Okay. So
yeah.
Either way, I think he was gonna get got anyways. I feel like he was the prime victim to be getting got.
Yeah.
Now, the Asian dude, I think you just offers yourself. Like, bro, listen, it's already some shaky stuff going on.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going outside.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody going outside, bro.
Yeah.
Then that one dude that was like drunk and they thought he was dead, and then they set him outside and he woke up and he really wasn't. But then he got.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a sucker way to go out, man. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
He was like, look, I'm cool. They was like, nah, nigga.
Yeah. Then when they was like, all right, and the next thing you know, snatched. Like, damn, my bad, bro. Nah,
but hold on now. Was it the other brother that got taken by Mary?
It was the one that he was dating, or the one she was dating.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought she went and got the other brother.
No.
So it was always the original guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Because at the end, the baby.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, you gotta stop if you want to hold him.
Yep.
Got it. Damn, that's a bad way to go out too.
Yeah.
Getting the ride of your life, nigga.
That's it.
Yum.
That's it. Hey, I mean, how else you want to go out?
Not like that, nigga. Nah, not like that.
You don't want to go out getting one off? That might be a kink.
Take me to the king.
Yeah.
Nah, man. But nah, yeah. If you haven't went and seen Sinners, man, I think y'all should go see it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much money they made so far. Last I checked, it was at like 160 million box office.
I think
but that was like a few days ago or like last weekend.
Yeah.
So that's if you haven't seen it, man, go see it.
Yeah, it was a good movie, man.
Yeah,
that was I can't remember the last movie I went to the theaters, adult movie to see.
For me, it was the adult movie. Yeah, for me it was Creed, the latest Creed. Yeah,
that was
a few years ago.
236 global.
That's not bad. Yeah. Does it say how much they put into the movie?
90. Yeah, so more than double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah, Creed, it was the latest Creed for me. So
damn, that was a little minute. I can't even
we went and seen Moana 2. We went and seen
yeah, I've seen that. The last movie we seen
Inside Out 2.
That Minecraft movie.
Oh, Minecraft.
I fell asleep on it, but I did want to see it. I actually wanted to see it because Jack Black is funny.
Yeah, Jack Black, he's
Jack
good.
Black is funny.
He's good.
He, like most of his movies that I've seen him in, he pretty funny.
Yeah.
And that the big dude.
He can retire though.
I mean, shit. What would you?
I don't know.
If you could still do it, because it ain't on the fall off. That's like one of the top movies in the world right now.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still speaking to the person though. He's just aging. He's just aging.
I mean, he old.
He up there, nigga.
He old. Yeah, for sure.
And he was already a big guy, but he just don't give a fuck now. I'm just like, all right, brother.
I'm kind of off of that. It ain't got shit to do with that. But I seen this post. It was like, black don't crack, but it do swell. And they had a picture of, I think it was Martin and Gina, like present day or something like, or like, I don't know if it was super present, but it was at a time where they was kind of both like bigger. And it was like, damn. And it started making me think of like family members and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, family members, you remember them in a certain way as a child, but then you see them. Like, I'll use my dad as an example.
Yeah.
Like, growing up, my dad was always
built,
this fit, built dude. And now, this nigga look like he can't get away from the table. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all his shirts, there's no neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about collar, chin bone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, niggas do swell up.
We do be swelling, man.
We do swell up.
That GMO, man. That motherfucking GMO.
All that salt start catching up.
I'm telling you, niggas like, got gout.
Yeah.
All types of shit, man.
Damn.
Knee pain, back pain.
My dad, I be telling him, like, man, you gotta, don't use
It's too
grease.
late, though.
Like, because when you put grease on and you kind of, like, thick in the face.
It's too late, bro. At that, it gets to a point to where, like, I'm not gonna say exercise can't get you out.
Yeah.
But because it's the amount of exercising and the amount of consistency that you have to apply to see that drastic change.
Yeah.
That's why niggas be on the Ozempic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why niggas be on the Ozempic.
I ain't
bro.
mad at the Ozempic. I just feel like, bro, 10 years from now, it's gonna be a commercial like, hey, did you take Wegovy, Manjaro, Ozempic? You may be eligible for a suit. Like, call 1-800. You know what I'm saying? Like, and or you contracted a condition of whatever. Like, I don't know, man.
Man, they be showing me them dancing videos of it'd be just random dance videos, but they'll add the caption of what you were just saying.
Yeah.
They said how them dancers in them medicine commercials be dancing, but it got 200 side effects. You like, bruh, ain't no way you that fucking happy.
Cause like, bro, like in the commercials, the medicine commercials, like everybody be, they smiling and stuff, but you got to take this medicine to even get to that point. But then they gonna rattle off 83, you know what I'm saying, side effects, including death. But you know what I'm saying. But I'm smiling in the commercial eating a hot dog at a cookout,
bro. But I mean, when you fast forward that part, or you say it, well, they don't do it so much now. They just tell you, nigga, hey, in death.
Hey, listen, yeah,
nausea, vomiting, swelling, depression,
diarrhea, extreme diarrhea. Like,
what the fuck is extreme?
Like, you know what
diarrhea?
I'm saying? Like, I heard something on the radio the other day, and it was like, yeah, if you taking this and you start feeling different symptoms and then like diarrhea or extreme diarrhea, stop taking it, nigga. Duh. Like, like what the? Like,
that's why I can't even really do those cleanses, like those 7-day cleanse, man.
hey, I did that. Now listen.
Day 2 always be the worst, bro. Day 1, I'd be like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah, day 1.
The shit you sent me.
Yeah. Day 1
I bought the 14-day, but
I told your ass, I said, nigga, 7.
No can do.
7.
Because I remember I hit you, I was like, yo, day 1, I said, bro, this shit ain't that bad. You said, nigga, stay tuned.
Yeah. Nigga, day 2.
Nigga, I was over there walking. I was walking somewhere. I think I was walking to get something to eat, bro. I said, "Oh,
yeah."
And I was at a point in the walk,
yeah,
where I wasn't near nothing.
Yeah, like, bro.
Hey, I'm talking about on the pull down shit coming out my ass, bro. I was like,
Flint
wow,
City, like, wow,
man. Nah, I can't do them shits, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think it's? How do you feel about women who get cosmetic surgery when they're old? Ideal, and I'm talking about women who get like the BBL.
Define old. What age are we talking about?
60 plus.
Oh, 60? Wow.
Is 50 like what 50? I would argue 50, but definitely 60 and up.
Mid to late 50s and 60s. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to lead with to each his own.
Okay.
Like, no judgment. Now, in my head, I think, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point in life, like...
Well, for starters, they can afford it.
Okay.
Or can afford the payments anyway.
Okay.
But I still want to explore the why, though, because I'm trying to figure out the same thing.
Yeah. Or it could be something like, I always wanted this, and tying into, like, now I can afford it, or...
How men look at shoes or whatever their vice is.
And I guess it depends on, like, what, like, are you widowed? Are you divorced? And you trying to, you know, like...
They trying to obviously look like what the younger, you know, what younger women are looking like. They're trying to compete.
Yeah. I also think there's a piece in there that's like
but I'm looking at the maintenance though. That's like putting 20-inch rims on a damn Chevy Caprice.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, if the engine trash, now I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Or you just have bad genetics, you know what I mean, and you don't really maintain it. And it's like
I do think so what I was about to say was like I do think like there's a certain point, like everybody got it in them, like there's certain things like everybody just wants to do. Mm-hmm. Like if like on some shit to where it's like if I ever got the chance to do X, I'll do it no matter when or whatever. To the point that like you might not stress over it, but it's always sticking with you. Like, yo, if I ever got the opportunity, I'm going to do it, and that itch has to be scratched. At some point in time, like however long it takes, and I think that may be it. And then some people just get bored. Yeah, some people like, yo, I didn't did everything, you know, and I can afford it. So shit, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
I feel the same way about like, so I had this question asked to me too. They said old people getting braces to scale it back.
I've seen it. I've seen a few.
They said the question that he asked, and actually he'll be joining us tomorrow. But the question that he asked, he was like, "Are you seeing an upward trend of older people getting braces?" And I was like
the original Jones, like the metal Jones.
Yeah, not Invisalign, not like actual metal with the brackets and the rubber bands, all of that hard wire.
Yeah.
I said, damn. But then I thought about it like my mom, she got it in she was late 40s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody has that one thing to where it's like, or I'm not saying everybody, a lot of people have those things that they just like, yo, in life, like whether it's cosmetic or whether it's just like going somewhere or doing something or trying something, it's like, yo, if I get the chance or the opportunity, I'm gonna do it.
I do respect people who want to take care of their mouth though, and not go the route of
don't say it.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause ain't nothing wrong with veneers.
Really?
Ain't nothing wrong with veneers, bro. Listen, to be 100% honest, if I had the money, I would do it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
You don't think that shit would feel weird on your teeth though?
No,
Because it's permanent.
It's
like
still your
it's
teeth.
permanent once it's on there, though, right?
but it's still your teeth. It's just an overlay. So basically, it's still your teeth. They're gonna kind of like shape them, not shave them down to nubs.
But I think about how like when women get their nails done,
Yeah.
it's like that, right?
Kind of like that, but more cohesive.
Okay.
So like you can't tell the difference. Like you won't feel like, oh, this is where my tooth ends and this is where the veneer is.
Yeah.
If you getting the Craigslist joints, then you might.
Or
You know
buddy,
what I mean?
or buddy that got charged a while ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get those, then yeah. But like if you go to a legitimate one,
Yeah.
and that's I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
So I want to say like, and I told you I would do it. Because I like smiles, and then I don't like if I could enhance my smile, I would. Right. So I did go get a consultation from one of the ones. So shout out to Art of Aesthetics in Atlanta. I went to theirs. You know what I mean? I've been following their page, like looking at all of their work, like, and I was just like, yo, this is some quality stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm just curious. I just need to know, like, it was that, and that's why I was speaking to, like, some people just have that in them, like, no matter what, like, I have to do this at some point. And my I have to do this was I have to see how much it costs. Not necessarily I have to have them done.
Was this a singular quote or did you go get?
Just one singular quote. And I was just like, I just gotta know how much it is so I can kind of say in my head, click that realistic or unrealistic, and then I can move on. So I went and like I said, shout out to them, Art of Aesthetics. Like when you go in, like this black owned, like it's nice. Like when I mean aesthetics is nice, like it's nice as hell. Like it's a real dental office. So they don't just do veneers. Like they do, like you can go get your your monthly, your 6-month checkups and all of that stuff. They do dental work. So I went in there. Nice. That was the first time I had a aquapana water.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, that was the the welcome, like, you want a water? And I was like, oh yeah, cool. You think you about to get a little deer park? You know what I mean?
Natural spring water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She come back with I said, damn. I said, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn, I ain't know. Yeah, I've always heard
really
about
on
it.
some where do I sign energy. Yeah.
Like you got me. Nah, I was like,
yeah.
So I went in. So in order to get the quote, you got to get like x-rays done because they do all of that stuff, like 3D scans and all of that. You know what I mean? So that if your insurance will cover that, your insurance could take part of that. But if not, it's just $200. Like it's basically a consultation for the x-rays and all of that. Okay. So I just paid that out of pocket because it's cosmetic stuff. So our insurance ain't gonna pay for no cosmetic stuff. So I mean, it's $200. I was like, all right, cool. Got the scan and all that stuff. People was nice. It was so clean and upscale. Like, you ever went somewhere and just felt like, damn, I'm broke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody looked good. Yeah. Everybody smelled good. And like, I won't say it wasn't none but black people or people of color in there. Yeah. Like there were some, you know what I'm saying, other races, but they were all people of color. And it was just like so clean and so professional and nice and welcoming. And I was just like, damn, I don't belong in here. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay. So, they do all of the scans, and then one of the doctors, because it was two, is Dr. Q is the male doctor, and then I think Dr. Jess is female doctor. Okay. I don't know if they have any other ones, but those are the one I'm familiar with. So Dr. Jess was the one that I seen. And she sat me down. She talked about and talked to me about what could happen. They asked you what you interested in, and then she told me, the plan, basically gave me what she could do and all of this stuff, told me the process. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, shit, this is all the things I want to hear. Yeah. But in my head, I'm looking around and I'm hearing her talk and I'm listening, but I'm also in the back of my head like, I can't afford this shit. And she ain't even told me a price yet. Like, so, you know what I'm saying?
And that's how they get you too. Yeah. They hitting you with the ultimate sales pack.
I sounded good. Like, I was like, bro, I'm outwardly, I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Deal. So she was like, okay, yeah, the assistant, she gonna give you the package and let you know how to do everything. Nice to meet you. Cool. So the assistant come back and they like, all right. So to, you know, they start running down everything, and they was like, you know, it'll take, you know, we could do it over 2 weeks or something like that, and this, and in my head, I'm like, okay, get to the price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm anxious right now. Like,
I'm about to say, I know your
like,
BP is up.
Yeah, like, at this point, I'm kind of shaking because I'm like, can I afford this? But in my other side, is like, nigga, no, you can't afford this. Look around. You know what I'm saying? It's too nice in here.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so she finally got to it, and I don't want to say the price. Like,
so I was gonna say, don't say it.
I don't want to.
But I did want to ask, affordable or not affordable?
Not for me at this moment in my life. Not in this season.
So
like,
you can say affordable then.
It's affordable. It's affordable if that's what you want, and
so let me
ask
you this way: no car note.
Yes, I would. Do it.
Okay,
I would do it.
So affordable,
but it's affordable, but not for me right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just bought the house, like all this other stuff. We just, you know what I mean? Like,
I would. Yeah, you go
because
you got to tell me off camera.
And I will.
Yeah,
it's a cosmetic thing, so it's like it's not needed. It's just something that I would like to do. So like,
and they let you do payments.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And we're going to talk about it online. You're going to be like, I see. But either way, she showed me the thing and she was like, yeah, here you go. She gave me a little folder. She was like, so just give me a call whenever you want to schedule it and get everything started. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
At this point, I had seen the price. I was like, you ain't going to see more. And it was like to the point like.
Magic Johnson.
Like,
I ain't going to be there.
And it was to the point like, nigga, I was like, man, but they was so nice. Everybody was so nice. Like, it was no pressure. I will say that. Like, you know how some people are like salesmen. And
like car salesmen. They get you in that back finance room.
And then they see you kind of pull back a little bit. And they like, well,
what would it take?
Exactly. Like, they didn't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't harass with follow-up calls or text or nothing like that.
That's
so
cool.
it was
cool.
Like, and if and when I get to that point, like, I would go back to that.
It's on your radar.
Yeah, they definitely like, but I accomplished my goal. I just needed to know what that looked like.
Yeah.
Financially.
Because I can see how curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah, because it's like you keep seeing, like, I follow their pages. I'm constantly seeing it.
And
I'm looking
and
at
you're
their
just
work.
seeing content.
Yeah.
And the finished product.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, I have to know how much this costs. And so, you know, a goal accomplished. Again, shout out to Art of Aesthetics. Nice people, beautiful office. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never felt like I just like a peasant in here. I was just like, I'm sorry for wasting y'all time.
You making it seem like they had fish swimming in the goddamn ground or some shit.
They might have.
Ain't no damn way. You got to show me this shit, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was
funny.
real nice. And I think they building another location in like LA or some shit.
That's
so,
cool.
Like they doing their thing. So yeah. But yeah, that was like speaking on veneers or cosmetic enhancements that people may like. You just never know. Cause like somebody might, like when I told it to Simone, she was like, nigga, for what? Like you don't need no veneers. And I was like, it's just something that.
And that's what I was going to say. You don't want to get braces?
I had braces.
I mean, like again?
I mean, like I didn't. No. Mm-hmm. I just want to.
You wouldn't have to wear them as long this time.
I know, but no. And that's probably affordable.
You didn't think today. You never thought of teeth whitening?
It's not the whitening so much. It's the shapes and the like the. It's like the shape and the like the structure of my smile. Like is more so what I like that they could do.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, but it just goes to speak to like you just never know what people want to do.
Yeah.
Looking at them, like you may look at somebody and be like, "Why you do that?"
Yeah.
But it's something inside them that's like, "Yo, I."
And I can see like in our case currently, and if it keeps going, like. You definitely don't want to be in a space where your smile jacked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, me, I'm more so looking into like teeth whitening.
Okay, but that's doable. Like
I'm not, but I need a couple coats. I need a couple coats, bro. It ain't one of those hit me with the little paintbrush, the little 1 centimeter paper. Hey, man. I'm just keeping it a stack, bro.
Okay,
look.
Okay.
Because I had braces too. My bottom row did shift a little bit. So again,
let me ask you something. Do you still wear a retainer?
No.
See, that's what I struggle with. I do wear one at night only. A clear, like
retainer or a mouth guard?
It's a retainer, but it looked like Invisalign.
Okay.
And I only wear it at night.
Did you get it through Invisalign, or you just always had the one from when you?
From when I took the braces off.
Nigga,
like it was when I was in DC. Like
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but they say you got to wear retainers for the rest of your life. So I've gotten them replaced.
Okay.
So you can get them. So like you can go to any dentist and they can take molds of your teeth and create a retainer. Yeah. Like they'll take molds of like your current smile and then just create a retainer. Like if you need to
but if they already shifted back,
your retainer is just gonna be where it is. Yeah. But like the ones I got, like, they, and I ain't gonna lie, like I don't wear them every night because sometimes I just be like, fuck that shit, man. But,
and that's how. So I was a teenager when I had mine. So because they tried the little wire that go in the back of your teeth. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But
bond it to the back of your teeth.
Yeah, but the glue kept popping off, and I swallowed the wire one time, nigga. It's like I was just on some shit, Patch. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they was like, all right, well, we'll give you the plastic. Yeah. And then, bro, like you said, bro, I was good for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Fucked around and stopped. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, bro, the retainer wasn't exactly a pleasure to wear.
No, it's not.
You know? Yeah. I was like, yo, missed one day, and I was like, yo, teeth feel cool. Yeah. Week went by, teeth ain't moving. Yeah. But then when I got young adult, man, I was like, damn, this tooth is starting to slide. But yeah, I'm more so I would be teeth whitening. If I had white teeth, I would be cool.
Did you look into it?
No.
Okay.
So. But I do know somebody, a friend of a friend, who she does that. Oh, she does teeth whitening. So and she's in a hometown too, Fayetteville.
Shit. Mm-hmm. So is that okay? Like, is that like all right? I go in there, I want to get my teeth whitened. You do like 3 sessions or whatever, how many sessions? And
I think you get. I think you get assessed like. No, so that's the thing. I think it's routine. So now the frequency, I don't know. Yeah, but I would like to like how you go to the dentist. Yeah. Routinely, 6 months to a year, whatever. Okay. I think it would kind of be like that. Okay. So cost comparison wise, I mean, I think teeth whitening would still be a lot cheaper than veneers. So I can see somebody needing veneers who, like, you just got an absolute yuck mouth. You don't want to go to braces route, and you just want something that is a permanent fix. Yeah. Yeah. But like, you have nice teeth. I have nice teeth. You know, for people like that, I'm like, damn. Yeah. Why?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never like you see. There's people that got like, you might see a female that like we might be like, damn, you got a nice shape and everything. Yeah. But they want a breast enhancement.
They want a better.
They want some ass, or they want something sucked out, and you just like, I don't see it. Like, why? But it's something in them that like nobody can really knock them off their square about. Like, I'm standing on this because like this is something in me that I have to address. Yeah. So
I get it. Yeah. I get it.
I don't even. How the fuck we get there?
I don't know. That's good flush though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good flush though. Yeah. On shoes though, talk about moms. I think I told y'all this off pod, but man, my mom was getting ready for like a sneaker ball. And she was just going through the Rolodex of, what type of shoe do I wear? And I'm telling her, I think I had told her, I was like, and this is before, another one bites the dust. This is before the fall of Panda. I remember I told her, I was like, but I'm just listing shoes because one, she ain't about to spend a bunch on it. So I was like, and Pandas now are affordable.
What's her limit? 100?
I think she didn't want to go over 100. Yeah. Okay. So I was like Pandas.
Dunk, really.
I was like, really. I was like, anything in the Nike family, you can't really go wrong. I was like, nigga, don't get no goddamn Hirachis or something crazy like that, because it's still a sneaker ball. But I did offer up some Jordans, and man, I remember on the first return, man, she sent me a pic of like some shits from Macy's. Like, and I'm talking about the Macy's shoes that ain't got no brand on that bitch.
Yeah.
It's just a shoe. It's just a shoe. I was like,
sneaker. Yeah.
I was like,
No,
okay.
that's a tennis shoe.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
You ain't see the stuff that I sent you?
I said, what is this?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I seen them, you know, they got, because she wanted something with some glitter in them too. So that niches down,
yeah.
it niches down the options.
Yeah.
But there's a silver lining. But she sent me that shit. I was like, I think you should take those back. I don't, respectfully,
Yeah.
I think you should take those back. And, you know, at first she was like, I mean, I like them, you know. And what do you tell somebody who's set their ways,
Yeah.
right? So, but long story short, she ended up taking them back. And then I remember she had sent me a picture of some Jordans, white with the glitter. Remember, because I sent it to you.
What number was it?
It was the fours. Remember, you was like, yo, are those the?
Oh yeah.
You were like, are those the not the Nigel? What are they?
Yeah, that's what it is. Nike Sylvesters.
Yeah, you was like, I was like, because when she first sent them to me, they looked like some Team Jordans.
Yeah.
Because of the colorway.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember I hit her. I was like
the PR, or I don't know if they was not the Nigels, but
it was the whatever
the PRMs, like
yes,
the ones like the ones I got.
That's exactly what they were. And I was like, and then I remember I sent them to y'all trying to get a joke off. And you was like, wait, are those the four?
Yeah.
And then I looked again and I was like,
oh shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, still.
Yeah. The fact that she found some Jordans with glitter, nigga, hey, again, good catch.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you know Jordan is up there doing bullshit.
Hey, nigga.
I don't even think Jordan at the table no more. He been stopped being at the table.
He like, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Hey, that was one of the.
Just send me a colorway to the house, man. You said it was what?
Nah.
No.
Nah, hell nah. That was one of Jeff's girlfriends. He let him design some shit from Miami. Goddamn.
You seen talk about the son, right?
Yeah.
You see that Larsa she about to get married to another cat. Kobe. Hold on, something. Let me see.
Larsa. Oh, you talking about
Larsa Pippen? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, young Thundercat too.
Damn.
Jeff Kobe used to be a basketball player.
For what team?
I think overseas though.
Okay. Salute.
Haitian American professional basketball player. Played in Luxembourg. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I mean, yeah.
Nah, dog.
I mean, she can't get her shit off. She can't find love.
Is it love though? So that be my piece. If it's love, I have nothing to say.
But how you know it ain't?
I don't know, but I can assume. I can assume.
You're assuming that she ain't gonna love him. I mean, because listen, and
I think
hate.
I think she's in love with the status.
No hate.
Okay.
But what status? Because I'd never heard of him.
But he's still a basketball player.
Yeah, but it's a lot of basketball players in the world.
At the end of the day, he could be a millionaire, but millions to billions is a different class. Yeah. So she is taking a pay cut, but it's still in a tier to where she can have the finer things in life. And it's not to say that she even needs the bread.
Finer things in life
she probably has a higher, net worth than the guy.
Yeah,
but
I think she can afford the like.
She don't want to be rich and alone.
But listen, to me, this speaks more to her liking this guy because one, like I say, I've never heard of him.
Okay.
2, we don't know if he up like that anyways.
Okay.
3, she probably got more money than him anyway. She's probably worth more than him anyway.
Yeah.
So what is she gaining from that? Because like when she going around and she moving around in Hollywood or whatever they circles is, and she introducing the niggas is like, you what was it? Oh, you play ball? Were you? Oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't saying no American team, like at least saying that, yeah, I used to play for the Hawks, or you know what I'm saying, like
Wizards,
if like your extent of your career was overseas, and that's no hate, but what I'm saying is like that's not going to be as like that's not going to give you a certain status over here.
I feel like it's got to be something though. That's it's got to be a sale. He got to be connected to some money. You got a rich lineage.
What if it's just love?
Look, I can't.
Who you think he shot his shot or she shot hers?
I think he definitely pitched.
Okay,
you know what I mean. But it's Larsa, bro. And really, I'm really going to the track record.
Okay, but the track record is more so people that's known over here that may get you a certain status.
Yeah.
Tied to a name that most people would know.
Yeah.
But
she's in a league of her own essentially right now.
So, but again, like when you said him, like I never heard of him.
Okay.
Like that doesn't make my eyebrow. To me, I was just like, oh, she found somebody regular. Like, you know what I mean? Like this nigga might be a nigga on Wall Street or some shit like that. Like it didn't say celebrity or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This could be love.
I don't know.
Could be love.
All right. Hey, last thing before we running out of time, but last thing before we get up out of here, you think you still a threat?
Hey, listen.
That's a hard pivot.
Yeah, no.
It's a hard pivot, but you think you still a threat?
On the right
and
day.
Do you think your lady's still a threat?
For me, on the right night, with the right fit, the right haircut.
That's crazy.
Right
you think you need all of that?
Man, I don't know. Like, I look at myself.
You don't think you possess an aura that's just...
Okay, so I'll be lying if I said that, like, I don't get any attention. I would say that. But the way I look at myself, like, I'm just so domesticated, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't count myself. Like, you know, when you used to go out, you be like, basically you entering the competition.
Mm-hmm.
It's you versus all these other niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like now when I go out, like I'm just like, hey, y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
So
and that's out of respect to our household. So, like that's how it's supposed to be.
But if you asking me
deep
like if
down,
you stepped out,
because let's be real, women doing that shit too.
Yeah,
they faithful and shit.
Yeah.
Got it, cool. We ain't gotta beat that up.
Yeah.
But nigga.
Yeah. But like listen,
part of the fit choice goes into I'm trying to walk into the spot and I'm trying to catch yes.
Get a compliment, turn a head, yeah. For sure. I do. Yeah. And yeah, my wife, I already know, she definitely still a threat. Like,
so you think you're a hard out for somebody?
I don't know, man. That's
you that far removed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like you a threat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be threatening. I can be threatening at times, but like
a wrestler, you still got a signature move?
I still got to move.
Okay.
It's dusty though. I had to try it out a couple times. Now, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, that bit.
Yeah. I might have to try it out a couple times. Like, nah, I'm joking. Like, what I will say is like, I never really had like a thing.
Yeah.
Because I was always like nowadays, we can say I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
Coming up, that wasn't a key term to use.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was. So most people would be like, oh, he's shy. And I was like, I was never shy.
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference between being shy and being an introvert.
Yeah.
Like shy is like, I'm scared to talk. Like I was never scared to talk, but like I just never felt that I needed to just be talking unless I wanted to talk.
And see, and I always told you this too, man. Like you the, and I say it loosely, but you the silent assassin, because it's like you the nigga that people don't expect to be funny, but really can have the whole room laughing.
Yeah.
Like ribs hurting laughing.
I've heard that before.
And in your mind, you're like, I don't get it. I'm just being me. Like, but it's like, nigga, no.
Yeah.
Bro, and that's why I was saying, like, yo, you possess like an aura where it's like, I can see.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah. No, pause, but I can see.
I got a question, too, after you.
Okay, go ahead.
Do yours. You think you're a threat?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that confidence.
So my bag, and this is, and Kendra hates it about me, but my bag is conversation.
Right on the spot.
Conversation.
Bull's eye, nigga.
Hey, but so I like to look at myself now as the wingman's wingman.
Yeah.
I'm like Rondo, Boston. Rondo from Boston. I just like the assist.
You're so good of a wingman
that
you become the star player.
Right. And I have to work on that.
Yeah.
I have to work on that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to stay at, you just a fly guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there is no so what.
You can start off with the assist.
There is no so what. And it truthfully be innocent, bro.
Yeah. But some of them assists start turning to fakes like Rondo. And now you're doing the
behind
layup.
the back.
Yeah. Like psych. And now you done dropped 20. And it's like, hey.
20, 12, and 15. Nigga.
So it's like, hey, you winging or you goddamn
leaving? That's my, I feel like that's my move, man. It's like, yo, the ability to talk to people and to pull things out of them. Which is why I was like, man, I need to start a fucking podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Because it's like, goddamn. Yeah. What was the question you was gonna ask?
Do you think, or would you give your wife a pass to entertain, like on some funny, like, all right, you go out, let's see how.
Are we out together or just she's on an ISO and I'm?
That's a good question.
No. But I mean, but in this scenario,
I'm gonna say ISO because
okay, ladies' night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies' night, have fun, and see what the feel. What you could draw in, or not what you can draw in, but like enjoy yourself, entertain. Like if somebody come to you, buy you a drink, accept a drink, have the conversation.
Actually, I would, and the reason why I say that is because. My wife is not an outside person. And now that we've been married and have all these kids, she's definitely not an outside person. So I say that to say, in her mind, she feels like she's just all the way out of the game.
Yeah.
And I tell her, I'm like, yo, like when we be going, like we run errands and stuff, and I'm like, yo, nigga, you still bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like whether I've been with her and not with her, and people be thinking, I ain't gonna say her age, but I'll say the age that people think she is, and it's significantly younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, so you still attracting eyes, but I would love to be a fly on the wall.
Okay.
To see how she is moving, to see how like she moves.
Yeah.
Like talk them up all the way up until the point and then curve them.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I would feel comfortable. Safe
today.
Yeah, today.
You asked me this 5-6 years ago. Fuck no.
It's different. Today, like even this weekend.
Yeah.
My wife, her homegirl, one of her best friends from high school came down. So, we was like, hey, I said, y'all got the house.
The only thing with you though, y'all live in a city.
Yeah. Hey, listen, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Salute. Nah, and that's mad respect.
Have fun. Like I feel like I'm leaning on and it could be ignorance. But I'm leaning on the time.
No, security, bro.
Like, yeah, like
security.
I'm secure, like, bro, like I'm not worried about nothing. And that's not to say that I don't think she wouldn't attract nothing because it's the total opposite. But I'm just like, hey, shit, sometimes, and I'm not saying it's you got to watch when you say this. Like, I'm not saying that you need outside validation, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of outside, because I think we spoke about it before. Like sometimes, like even when you put on the outfit and you be like, yo, wait, how this look? Like I kind of feel like they always be like, it look good. And it's kind of like, like let me ask somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So same thing. Like I can tell you beautiful, you look good, do.
But it's sometimes something about Daryl.
Yeah, that outside is be like, oh, for real? And it's like confirmation to what I've been saying.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now, do I think she would allow me to? No, I don't think so.
Nigga, this was a good ass pod, nigga.
Yeah. Answer that question though.
What's up?
You think she would give you the same grace to allow you to entertain, feel, or whatever?
Whoa.
Yeah, I ain't.
I can't go for that. No can do. Hey, no.
Bitch, you going too far.
No, but to close it out though, I will say she does give me the autonomy to go out.
Yeah.
So I won't say a pass to be not fruitful. It's another word I'm looking for. To be mixy.
Yeah.
But you know, she is secure with me going out.
Yeah.
You know?
Same.
I think the insecurity is because she's not able to have fun with me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nah, it was a good ass pod though.
Yeah.
Nigga, 2 hours.
Damn.
We don't even pod like this.
Nah. That's crazy.
But shit, with that being said, with the bros, we out.